everyone. Thank you so much for being on the show, y'all. Super excited to have you. So the first thing we do is we start with our names and pronouns. I'm Ever. I go by they, them.
I'm Taylor. I go by she, her.
I'm Daniela.
What?
I'm
You're not Daniela.
Maria. I get confused because of your camera. My name is Maria, and I go by her and she.
And I'm Daniela, and I go by her and she.
Fabulous. Wonderful. It's so great to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining us, taking time out of your incredibly busy schedules, because y'all are movers and shakers. You really move around so often. And also happy Pride Month.
Happy
Are
Pride
you guys
Month.
doing anything like
Happy
fun
Pride
to
Month.
celebrate?
Yeah, I love it. I think, what are we going to do to celebrate Pride?
I don't know, because we're going to be at VidCon, actually, the night of Pride. So I think we'll definitely be doing something exciting. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Love that. I love that. Love that for you guys.
So y'all like do like everything. You have your musicians from writing a book. Like you have a new book called CS Contigo, correct? Is that the correct pronunciation?
Almost, yes. It's CCS Contigo.
CCS Contigo. Thank you so much. Like, how do y'all find the time? Because we were just chatting that you flew in from New York and now you're in Florida. How do you find time to do all of this?
I think we try to balance everything out, like to have time for ourselves, to have time to create this new project. And when you're saying about the book and the music and everything, like we are always in constant search for new projects. And it's I don't know how. What would you say?
I would love to say we have like a perfect balance for doing everything, but we actually try to, but it's like super difficult to find a balance. Like in life, you know?
Yeah.
Like just balancing life. I think it's difficult, but I think we've been managing to like do okay at trying to balance stuff and do everything we just want to do.
I would say you're doing great.
I would say
I would
yes.
say you're doing amazing, actually.
How do y'all like find inspiration? Like how do you continuously find new avenues or new ways to create art? Like what is inspiring y'all currently?
I think for me, just like I find small things really inspiring. Like just I love seeing sunsets or sunrise or like just life in general, or like this little experience I can have like in my relationship, or as I was telling you before we started, I was today I was in my horse riding lesson, and those like small things I just get really, they excite me a lot.
In my case, I think I find inspiration in growth itself. Like I try to find new ways of expanding myself. In when it comes to my job, or when it comes to my relationship or my friendships or my relationship with myself. So I think growth as itself, it's really inspiring for me. Art inspires me to create more art. And also connections, like you inspire me and my friends and people and love. It's like the biggest source, as you said.
That leads really well into our next question, is like, you guys are really famous for not really ignoring negativity, but in a way like flipping it and turning it into like a way that you can express self-love and self-improvement and things like that. And so I'm wondering like what your biggest lesson has been in order to learn how to do that, in order to turn negativity into like a learning experience for yourselves or for your audiences and things like that.
I would say that the main lesson is that negativity is always there. Like you're going to find that type of energy everywhere you go, no matter what. And especially in this job of ours, that it's like super exposing. So yeah, what we have been doing is like to try to use that as a matter to create something better with it. like to use it in a way that helps us grow and feel better about ourselves and laugh about ourselves, as we did in our Roast Yourself challenge, than to let it take our power away.
Yeah.
So that
Oh, I love
maybe.
that.
What would you say?
Yeah. I think for me, that's also the biggest lesson, and to not like do not engage with this negativity, or like try really hard to do not engage with these people, because they're always gonna be there. They are always going to find like a way or a thing or just something to say, so they're not going away. So just like find peace with it. Like it's okay. Like I'm not going to let you take my power away because you think that you don't even know me. So just be you, and you think whatever you want. I'll be happy here, living my life, doing whatever makes me happy. So I think that's like the biggest lesson, and it's difficult because exactly the negativity is not going away. So sometimes it's a little bit tricky, but I think that's the biggest lesson. Do not engage with those people.
I think that's like really good to like hear too, and to remind ourselves like sometimes it is difficult. So it's like continuously learning how to be patient
Exactly.
with yourself. I think that's a beautiful gift. Like exactly what you're saying. Like
I love that.
they're going to think whatever they're going to think, but you can live your own life. Like you can live in the
Yeah.
happiness. Like I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Absolutely. Protect your peace at all
exactly.
Protect your
costs.
Protect
peace.
your peace.
Yes, Taylor.
Yeah. Do not engage with those people. They're not going away. So they're always going to
Right.
find a way to say something bad about you, or they just need to get a life. So the only thing we can do is like be in
Real.
charge of our own and be happy with whatever we're doing. So,
What have you learned? Like, what advice would you give your younger self, or maybe to people, younger people of what you've learned being this multi hyphenated artist? Like, what is something you wish you knew then that you know now?
I think society makes us believe that we need to do just one thing, or that's like the whole thing you are. And my advice would be like to be able to just experiment. And in our case, it's like we do not have to fit in what society says
yeah.
we should. So I would say that, and also like to feel passionate about being yourself and just live life whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
What's your work dynamic as friends, and like what kind of advice would you give to other collaboratives and other like friends that are collaborating, especially on such like a big scale that you're both are pursuing and doing?
In our case, it's a little bit more confusing since we are a couple. So managing like our times has been really challenging.
Yeah.
Like it has always been like this challenge, but I don't know, like we just flow. Like we feel like today should be a day we take for ourselves, and we should not use social media that much, or maybe today we feel like creating content. So we are not the type of person that have like this super strict schedule.
Yeah, no.
We try to really flow, and we of course have like things planned,
Yeah.
but we try to make it supernatural.
That's the good thing, that we are like our own bosses, so we can do like whatever we want to do like in the day. And also like just to be, for example, when you said friendship and everything, like I think for some people in this industry, they can get really like just focus on work and do not see like just go like this and do not see to the sides. And it's really important to like just, since you have your phone, use it like to just reach out to your friends, maybe to FaceTime or do something that also connects with people, because you can be online all the time and like connecting with the people who is looking at our videos and everything, but you cannot lose this connection with the people you love, because that's like really, or for me it's really important. And I think it's really easy to just get lost in work and just be like this. So just use your phone not only for social media, but also to connect with people.
That was a very thoughtful response, though. But now we're going to move into something completely different.
Oh
We
my
have
God.
this wonderful segment on our show that we like to call Canonically
Canonically
Queer.
queer.
Canonically queer.
Sorry. This is a segment that we have on our show called Canonically Clear, where we like to ask our wonderful, beautiful guests who have spent so much of their time and their grace with us, what the queerest thing in their home is. So we're gonna ask you, what do you think the queerest thing in y'all's current living situation is?
I don't know if it's the queerest, but I think it's pretty queer. And I brought it here. It's like
Okay.
a
Amazing.
prism
Yeah.
oracle. It's beautiful.
It's a rainbow.
We love like
Oh, is that
doing
a tarot
tarot-
deck?
Yeah, like tarot readings and this
Oh,
is
that's cool.
Look at
That's
this.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, please.
It's like colorful.
It's a rainbow. It's really queer. I love it.
Wow.
I love
Whoa.
it. Yeah,
And
I think it would be.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never
That's
seen it
amazing.
before.
A lot of rainbow things around the house, like random
I
stuff.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think this
That's
one
amazing.
is my favorite.
yeah.
That's amazing. I think
Yeah, that's
tarot is like a very queer activity. Like every queer
Yeah.
person that I know has dabbled in tarot.
It's really fun. And also a really queer thing, I think it's really queer. That sounds weird. But just asking people what their sign is, like I do that all the time. Everyone, like a
Yeah.
person
Every time I
comes
meet
here in the
somebody
house
new.
and I'm
Every
like,
time.
okay, what's your sign?
Right.
all the
It
time.
should be name, pronoun, zodiac sign.
Sign.
Name,
Yes.
pronoun, zodiac sign.
It's important.
I think Taylor and I are going to say the same thing. Like, thank y'all so much for joining us on the Pride Music Edition. Like, we were, when we found out y'all were coming on, we were like, like
excited.
super
Really
stoked.
excited.
So thank you again for joining us. And is there like, any projects that you have coming up that you're excited about? Anything that you're currently focusing on that you can't wait to release or maybe has been released?
We currently have our own podcast, which is called Bilateral,
Yeah.
Bilateral in Spanish, and it's a Spotify original. So we are super excited about it, and we are working a lot on it. And yeah, that's it. And then there are a lot of projects coming that are super exciting, but that are secret.
Yeah, I think maybe I don't know if I can say this.
No,
Maybe not.
Probably- if
But
you're
no.
wondering,
But where?
probably
But
you
I'm
can.
just not. I'm not saying what. I'm just saying maybe we'll have like something to say in Bitcoin. Something really cool. Maybe
Well,
we're trying to push
Maybe?
it really hard so we can say something at Bitcoin about it, but we are not sure. So this is like a maybe. Kind
That's
of
okay.
situation.
Well,
This is exciting.
We would love to have updates. So where can we find y'all on the social so we can look out for this announcement should it come to pass?
So we have a bunch of social media.
So, but we have our shared Instagram.
Very confusing.
Yeah, so our shared Instagram, it's called Calle and Poché, CalleYPoche. Or you can find me as Daniela Calle, and you can find her
And
as
you can
Poché.
find me as Poche.
Yeah,
That's the important stuff. Let's keep it.
yeah, just let's keep it like that. Then if you can go to the rest of social media with the same names, and you'll probably find us.
Yeah, totally.
Probably,
Fabulous.
maybe. Most definitely.
Maybe.
Well, thank you guys so much again for joining us for this Pride Music Podcast interview. We're so happy to have you guys.
We
Thank
love
you
it.
so much. We
Thank
love
you. Have a
it.
great rest of your day.
Yes. Thank you so
Thank
much. We
you.
can't wait to see the updates.
Yay.
Happy Pride.
Happy
Happy
Pride.
Pride.
Guys, take care.
I love them. What
They're
can I say?
they're literally some of the sweetest people on the